Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Greetings and salutations, it's your boy, Uncle Jim.
There he is, it's Superman to St. Louis last
time. Boom, 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 ladies and gentlemen, Spoon, if you know what I mean. The tick is on these streets. And when I think about these streets, I look over to the left, I look over to the west, I look over to the best, and ladies and gentlemen, maybe sometimes you'll see him out on Sepulveda. Maybe he's headed towards some kind of a shopping conglomerate where he can pick up both shoes and maybe a quesadilla. You never know, ladies and gentlemen, out on those California streets, it is the one, the only, the West Coast wizard, Mr. Curtis Magic.
Curtis Magic, I like a nice soft pretzel with salt.
Oh, Auntie Anne's, if you will. Hey, sometimes
or
you
a
gotta go to the
Wetzel's
mall.
pretzel.
Or a Wetzel's, sure.
If I'm feeling real feisty, I dip it in the spicy cheese.
Ooh, with
Caliente.
a hint of jalapeno. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you coming through and being a part of the fam. Appreciate those subs. Appreciate you hitting the thumbs up button. Appreciate you coming into the comments and letting us know what you want to know.
That's right.
Hey, I just want to be honest with the fam tonight. This is a little bit of a departure from the norm.
Yeah.
On those Omegle streets.
We left Omegle,
music. We're usually checking out a lot of things that have to do with the greater individual performances, but this is maybe where our roots start. As I've said time and again, Imagine I've been in it from the beginning for the giggles.
Yeah,
nothing giggles more than celebrating almost 40 plus years.
What?
Or almost 50 plus years, maybe. Is the Saturday Night Live cast.
Yes,
and we're going to drop a little bit of a response to this last weekend's weekend update where Colin and Michael share some jokes.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're a comedy duo, not too much unlike
That's right.
this guy on the West Coast.
Similarities,
so it's going down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Well, guys, tonight is the last show of the season, and Shay and I have decided that our end of the year gifts to each other would once again be jokes.
Yeah. So we're making each other read jokes live on air that the other person has never seen before.
And the idea is to keep it fun, light. No one's gonna get canceled. No one's families are gonna get threatened. You know, have fun.
Sure, we'll see. Well, why don't you go first? That's fine.
An obese monkey in Thailand named Godzilla has been sent to a special facility to lose weight. Officials realized the monkey was overweight when a bunch of black guys kept hitting on it.
That's pretty racist, Colin. Las Vegas is opening a pop-up vaccine site in a strip club. And don't worry, the strippers say the vaccine is a lot like Michael Che. Very quick, and you can barely feel it go in.
Warner Brothers is producing a new movie in which Superman is black. And a black Superman actually makes a lot of sense when you remember that Superman was abandoned by his parents as a baby. Well, I knew you'd like that one, so here's another one. Warner Brothers is producing a new movie in which Superman is black. In this version, black Superman's kryptonite is an honest day's work.
Whoa! Really doubling down on black Superman. San Diego police are being investigated after video surfaced of them using excessive force on a homeless black man accused of urinating in public. But I say great work keeping our streets clean, boys. Yes, sir. Anything the police do is all right with old Mikey Che. I know I'm probably the only black man brave enough to say this on live TV, but blue lives matter even more.
Really nice of you.
Wow.
This week, construction began on a new hip-hop museum in the Bronx. And I know that we've had a lot of fun with me reading racist jokes that Michael writes for me, but because our country is already divided enough, I'd like to use my platform to say something that everyone of all races can agree on. Woody Allen is innocent. He did nothing wrong. And before I go, I just thought of another punchline for that Black Superman. Black Superman will be referred to as the Man of Steel, spelled S-T-E-A-L.
Whoa. Shay went in hard, man. I mean, they both had their fun, but he always goes in a little bit harder. That Woody Allen business, like that's got to be a little bit rocky waters for Colin with Scarlett Johansson and that relationship with
that's right. That's right. I forgot about the fact that there's a little history.
I love that, man. I love that they go there though. That's fun.
And it's I believe it was the Jade Scorpion. There was the Jade Scorpion. There was a couple of Woody Allen pictures that Scarlett was in.
Oh yeah. I think
that I thought were actually really good.
I think.
Yes.
Is the next Superman going to be black, or was that manufactured?
Well,
I have no idea.
All right, there is of the two of us, I'm the resident comic book expert.
Yeah, you know a bit more.
There has been rumors out there on the comic book streets that there's a version now. It wouldn't necessarily be Kal-El, who is Superman's name from the home of Krypton. There's an alternate name, and it's escaping me right now.
Sure.
And it has a little bit of a different origin story, but they're eyeing actually Michael B. Jordan to potentially come in and be this new Superman, and it would be a completely different sort of context. I don't think there'd be a Lois. I don't think it would, Daily Planet. It might be just a different construct entirely. But yeah, I mean, listen, if I can infer a little bit into what some of these jokes, may
because I was gonna say either way, you got a lot of mileage out of that premise.
Right. Oh no, hilarious.
Three punchlines off of it.
But that is a thing that is happening now in the comic book world, is the idea of more representation. And personally, I'm a fan more of let's go into the exploration, and it's happening in some ways, of characters who already have a diverse background versus maybe switching someone who is traditionally of one ethnic background into. But again, look, in inclusion and the idea that we want to expand in that way, I'm a supporter. Now, I'm not gonna listen. This is not a soapbox, nor will you ever come to this channel and for us to like bang and gong. But I will say, hey, I'm not unhappy. I will say this in the comedic sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the timing. It's what's so brilliant. Listen, I don't know, how many of you guys are like, diehard SNL fans. Both Madge and I are. They ebb and flow. It's not always gold.
Right.
But I will tell you, man, when Bill Hader was on there and he used to do, the character that reviewed all of the club guy. What I loved is I think Seth Meyers wrote all of those.
Okay.
And Bill didn't know what he was reading.
Was coming. Right.
What a brilliant way
to
just pimp out. And I'll say that, like, in lieu of that, Hader was one of the greatest to roll with it and not break. I mean, listen, look, I'm a huge Jimmy Fallon fan. I think he's a wildly talented cat. That dude would break during regular sketches. That he already knew were coming, and he already knew that. That's the line.
Anything.
He knew the lines, and he would just crumble. But really, really funny.
Man.
As much as I believe, Colin wrote some good material for Che. Right. I kind of have to give the edge to Che because
Che went in hard. Yeah, he got him. Now, but for both of them, I think it's also kind of you can miss what kind of talent it requires to write jokes for somebody who's never read them before, and also you could say the ability to deliver jokes that you've never read before.
Right, right,
But
right.
there's a real crafting to the punchline and everything, and also just even I'm even imagining going as far as whoever's working they're probably not physical cue cards, but like
Oh no, I think they do. No, I think
is it still physical cue cards?
I still think they go with
Even that. There's an art to that because you don't want to reveal the punchline to the guy too soon because you want it to surprise him as he's reading it for the first time. There's a whole like collaboration going on, conspiracy to
it's
to
not
get each
it's
other.
not a simple thing.
Yeah.
And you guys know, those of you who've watched some of our recent HMAC videos, I've been trying to do 3 bars per per video or per section, bars that really resonate with me, even reading them as I've written them down, and I'm the one writing them down and transcribing them. I can sometimes fumble over that. So there's a wild,
there's a lot going on.
There's a tremendously
pieces of that puzzle.
complex part of that process.
And these two really rose to a challenge where you've had this long. I mean, it's a Weekend Update is a staple in the SNL
universe,
world,
for sure.
in the universe, and then you had like to follow the likes of Seth Meyers, Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, and to rise and meet they're really in the zeitgeist right now as a pair, and hopefully they'll just be around for a long time because they're super fun.
If you get a chance to listen to any of Che's stand-up, it's brilliant. I've not heard. Is Colin a stand-up? Do you know if he's?
I don't think he does stand-up.
Okay,
but he writes. He does a lot of writing, and
And listen, Madge has done some of that himself. I mean, he went through was Second City or Groundlings? I can't remember which one it was. Groundlings. Right?
Yeah, Groundlings, and went through the the writing labs there and stuff like that. I will say that this sort of is the sweet spot where you have that combination of the written, the talent where the writing is concerned, and then the fun of a live, somewhat improvised scenario, right?
Correct.
And for me personally, you're talking about the Bill Hader bit and some of these other bits where there's room for improv, where the performers don't know exactly what's coming next.
Right.
I would rather have that and the risk that they're going to break character a little bit than the sort of just like wooden scripted stuff that maybe it lands, maybe it doesn't land.
There was a bit. It was Kristen Wiig and Fred Armiston. Remember they would come on as the singing duo,
and Fred would sing and she had no idea what he was going to sing,
and they were always trying to be in sync. And then Seth would finally get fed up with it and said it's a lie. Then they would have like a set up one where the lyrics were spot on together all the way through, and then it would break into this, and it was just
so good.
Oh my gosh.
There was one, I think what's his name, Chris Martin from Coldplay, he joined. He was a third. He did great. He was so good.
I mean, it's amazing to think because, guys, I'm telling you, live audience, lights, camera, it's rolling. You've got that right on you. You've got to be able to get into a headspace. We were on a lot of stages together, and there are times where you are hearing yourself miss, and you're like, you want to just throw the brakes on and run and hide. And you've got to somehow, and there were shows where we were successful. I remember one of our one of our hip hop improv shows where I think all three of us, we had another guy that was on the team, and we were just kind of looking at each other like, what's happening? Are you getting there? I don't think. Why is this character still on the stage?
And then when you're bombing, like your brain gets flooded, and you're like, oh, it makes it even more difficult to think and react appropriately.
And more than likely, you're going to go and do too much rather than too little.
Exactly.
You're going to try and overcorrect. But I'll tell you, when you hit and it feels connected, we had some really great shows. And there's nothing like it.
There's some
there. Hey, listen, I recommend to any of you guys that are out there, if you get an opportunity to go check out some live improv, once things start opening back up and there's opportunity. A lot of cities in America have a place in your city that's called Comedy Sports. And that's short form improv, kind of like what you would see on Whose Line Is It Anyway? And then there's long form, which is well, you know, I mean, it's in the name. It's long form. It's longer scenes, and it's more of a narrative that's like a half an hour play versus, you know, 30 seconds.
Don't just go to your buddy's Improv 101 show. That'll be fine. You'll support your buddy.
Right.
But
go see some people who've done it for a little bit.
Who've done it for a while. Yeah. Good times, man. Good times.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you being a part of the fam. Appreciate you always checking out and being supportive. Listen, there might be some more comedy things coming from the channel, so keep your eyes peeled. We have a couple of people who, you know, there's this wrestler guy that, you know, if you've watched some of the Harry Mack videos, you've gotten to know him. He's interested in maybe coming in and being a part of some things that we might do. And I know that what is this? Jimmy Jones.
You know his name. It's Jerry Jack, and
Jack.
you know he's been gone for a while, trying to find legit work.
You know, Madge says that there's a chance that this guy could come back around. So who knows?
He could.
But we appreciate you coming through. We appreciate you hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate you hitting the subscribe button and hitting us in the comments. It's growing the channel and we love it. But that's it for me. I mean, hey, Madge, do you have anything you would like to say as sort of a, you know, summarization of what we've experienced this evening?
Colin Jost, he's the host with the most, but I gotta say it's Michael Che who wins the day.
You're not wrong. That's it for us.
Tapped out.
Hopefully you've had some giggles and hopefully you've had some smiles, but we're also hoping that we add a little bit of something to your day, and that is a lot of
Yo, you know I'ma run this, kid. Shouts out to Curtis Magic and Uncle Jizz. Yeah, when I do my lyrics, dog, I'm repping for the faction. Hit them up online for the fly ass reactions. Yeah, out to him, I be giving mad love. Yo, shout to Uncle Jizz, I'ma give you the plug.